Maybe. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Out of Bounds. Second episode here on Twitch. We are. This has been pretty sweet lately. The first episode was absolutely incredible, and I hope this one is just even bigger, man. And I can't wait to have my guests on here right now. I'm about to introduce you guys to the up-and-coming MLB streamers. They are a streaming duo and best friends. They're Sherlock and Terps from GYMFGaming. Sherlock and Terps, what is up, boys?
What's going on?
What's up, Cubs? How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing pretty well, man. Doing pretty well. No complaints.
Yeah. I gotta, for a lot of people that don't know, a lot of people assume you guys are brothers, but you're not.
No. Accurate. A lot of people, and we actually had somebody come in our stream today and asked us if we were brothers.
It's a routine question we get. It's gotten to it's kind of like, people have to hear Freebird from Skittered, and you have to hear, certain songs, certain bands. For us, it's like you can't go into a GIMF stream without asking,
exactly,
are you brothers?
Right.
And we're here to break people's hearts.
We're not brothers.
No.
Man, how did you guys meet? Like, how do you guys know each other?
Okay, so that's usually the second story after we tell them we're not brothers.
Well, yeah, of course. You gotta ask. We gotta ask how you guys know each other, and then how you started streaming.
Exactly. So we met on a baseball field
when we were 4.
When we were 4 years old. We were on the same t-ball team, and his Terps' dad was the coach, and we met. Played baseball. We got ice cream after the games. We became pretty close friends then.
Then we grew apart.
Like every great story, we left. We went to different elementary schools. We really didn't hang out too much aside from playing baseball. And then middle school came. We were back in the same school. We became friends again. But we weren't like the closest of friends. We ran with different crowds, but we were still like, if I saw him in the hallway, I'd say, hey, what's up? Or we still saw each other in baseball. So we still said, hey, what's up? And then high school is when we became really, really close friends again. And, we started streaming not quite a year ago because we thought it'd be something cool to do.
But baseball has always been our bonding thing. I've been his unofficial bullpen catcher for the better part of 6 years now.
Yeah.
6 years now.
Yeah, true.
So like and with our whole friend group are really close. So it all comes down to
exactly.
Right.
Just sticking together.
Well, that is a pretty good story. I honestly, until I came into the stream one day, I honestly thought you guys were brothers for the longest time.
You know what? I can see where you think that too.
No,
we think a lot alike. We talk a lot alike. We act a lot alike.
You guys,
exactly.
Seriously, you guys' chemistry is unbelievable. It is so good. Like
You're too kind.
And honestly, you guys, before we started here, you guys were wondering why you're getting so many followers, so many every stream. That is why your guys' chemistry is incredible.
Well,
and
thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
Do you okay? I do have a question. You don't have to answer it, but you want to tell the reason for anybody that's watching that plans on watching on YouTube and anybody that's watching it live right now why you are not on webcam.
The answer is simple. And people didn't really believe us until a story came out. What was it? 3 months ago? 4 months ago?
Somewhere around there.
Okay, so the reason we don't use a webcam is because Sherlock is a Division I pitcher. Are we saying the school now?
Yeah, screw it.
He's a Division I pitcher for Rutgers currently. And under NCAA rules, he's not allowed to use his likeness for any sort of thing that can make money.
Exactly. Like you can't. Like I signed and they make you sign it every damn year. You have to sign a contract saying you cannot use your name, your likeness, your pictures to promote anything outside of what the NCAA dictates is allowed.
And so you know what we don't do? We don't use his name, his general likeness,
or
his
my
picture.
image.
Right.
to promote anything.
Well,
Exactly.
that makes sense. And I mean, how do you feel about that? Because like, I've seen you heard the story about the guy that was vlogging at
That kicker.
that kicker from Florida. Or
Yeah.
it was not
I
actually
think it was
Florida.
UCF.
UCF.
It was UCF.
UCF. He was a vlogger, and the NCAA said, I think it was UCF said, you need to shut it down before the NCAA comes by, and he said no.
Exactly.
Basically, yeah.
And that's, I think the NCAA, and not to get too far into how much I despise the NCAA, not to get too into that, but they control their athletes' lives so much.
Oh yeah.
They have such a stranglehold that you can't do anything without really questioning, shit, is this going to fuck up my eligibility?
Right.
Is this going to hurt me in the future? Like,
Right.
It's crazy. Like, and honestly, I've played long enough. I've been around enough players that, and I've met enough people from enough teams that everybody tries to push how far the rules can go. And honestly, though, it's like I'm not willing to give up. I mean, as much as I love Twitch, as much as I love the community that we've been fortunate enough to be accepted into, I'm not quite ready to give up playing baseball for it.
Right, and I don't blame you.
Yeah, and even though we're not making a ton of money doing this, we're barely making. We're definitely not profitable, and we're not doing it for the money.
No,
but just the
fact that we can make money at all is
right.
That's where the line's drawn.
Right, and I mean, well, the thing is that with that vlogger though, he was you guys are just doing baseball. You're not doing anything outside of your school or inside the school or anything. He's going out and doing vlogs of student life.
It doesn't matter though.
You really think so? I mean,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But that is a good question though, because
I'll give you an example. You can get in trouble, and there's been compliance issues that we've been told about at every single compliance meeting we have to have every single semester. Is even if it's not your idea to do it, even if somebody's using like your image without you knowing, if it's promoting something, you get in trouble.
Right.
Like, for instance, there was a case where an owner of a shop in the town where my school is was using the images of some of the female athletes that like won championships. Now, he thought he was just hey, I'm supporting the school because I live in the same town. But because he hung up their images in the window, it made it seem like they were promoting his business.
Okay, seriously.
And our school had to go to him and say, hey, you can't do that, otherwise we're gonna get in trouble. So that's how far it goes. Is like these girls didn't even know about it. They had nothing to do with it. They probably never even went to the business, but they were on the verge of getting in trouble for it.
And here's the thing. The chances of Sherlock losing eligibility or being caught or anything coming down from it is virtually zero. But because there is an aspect that could put him in danger of losing eligibility, why risk it?
Right. I agree.
We've gained a ton of followers without a face cam.
Yeah.
So it's not being detrimental to what we're doing. So why even risk it?
Right.
Something that he loves doing. It doesn't make sense.
Right. That doesn't make sense. I agree. And it's really not needed when you guys do just fine without it. I mean, I feel like once you guys are going to get bigger, and then once you're able to get a cam on, like, the world's going to fucking explode.
Oh, yeah. Once
yeah.
There's going to be leaks and, like...
Leak nudes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
See, that'll definitely lose you eligibility right there.
Yeah.
That and embarrassment. Good thing I don't have any.
Bro.
Or do I?
Or do you? Or do you?
The search.
It's the search.
No, I promise there's none out there.
Right. Well, I believe it. I mean, nowadays, how many men out there are going to still take a pic of their junk? I mean, I'm surprised.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. I could answer that question. You know what?
I don't want to know why you can answer that question, but that's
cybersecurity.
Okay.
Right. There's no. I have really no limits to what we say on here, but like, it's like why? Like I used to do it. Now I don't understand. Like, why are you doing it? Women don't find that sexy.
It's
but I mean, to each their own. Maybe somebody out there that's watching this found the one girl or guy, don't judge, that enjoys it. So you know what? If that's the case, go for it. Be you.
Right. Exactly. I feel like they would enjoy more of a full body pic as long as you don't have a dad bod.
Damn it! Going back to the dad bod craze.
Dad bod craze. I mean, well, you can't have a dad bod until you start wearing dad shorts with it. So,
true.
For later on, guys, we're gonna accept callers to ask these gentlemen questions, and the call-in number will be 646-568-7788, and then the meeting ID you will be prompted to put in is 204-998-3972. Upon arrival into this room, you will be muted, and when I'm ready to have you on, you will be unmuted. Okay? Okay. Sounds good. Excellent, boys. All right. Okay, with what it really got you into wanting to stream, to be honest? Like, why?
Boredom.
So
we started off as Battlefield streamers.
Right. Yeah.
We were both unholy good at Battlefield to the point where I was questioning my social life, and Sherlock was questioning why we're friends.
Yeah. No, it got bad. No, it's true. I mean,
right?
if you've come to our stream, you know that we poke jabs at each other the entire time.
Oh yeah, all the time.
So I mean, it was kind of one of those things. But it was like, dude, you're in college. Go out and bang chicks at sororities and frat parties. What are you doing right now? Playing.
Well, and the flip side was you too.
It's like me. I'm currently at a college where I can't go to parties because there's no parties here. You, on the other hand,
what? There's no parties.
The school I went to, I did transfer.
He transferred.
I transferred to Rutgers. The school I went to before was
that place was Fort Knox.
It was horrible.
But was it like BYU?
I mean, not that bad.
When I went to visit him, me and one of our other friends who is on our stream from time to time, we call him Brick.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
When we went to visit him in his dorm, they took our driver's license, made a photocopy of it, held our license, and then gave us back a photocopy of our driver's license as an ID while we were visiting him in his dorm.
What the fuck?
You have to, and the only way you can get through, the only way you can get into the building is if you have an ID that lets you in, or if somebody lets you in,
and then a keypad,
and then there's also a keypad. Then you have to go to the desk. You have to talk to the people at the desk. Then they do that whole thing with your license. Then you have to go either into an elevator where you need another ID to get up the elevator, or if you take the stairs, you have to get through two different doors with your ID. Then you have to do it all over again to get into your own room.
Do I even want to ask where this is?
It's in the best place in the world, Newark, New Jersey. The worst place you can ever be.
Is it what Cooper just said?
Exactly. Literally, it was rated the unhappiest city in the world. Mind you, there are third world African countries that have cities that were on this list that were higher than this city that I lived in.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So just to give you some perspective there.
And on the flip side, my dorm, when he came up to visit, I literally just walked him through the front door into the elevator.
Yeah. I flirted with the girl at the desk that let us up, and that was it. Like, I didn't have to say anything. It was ridiculous.
But back to the question you asked us to begin with, because we got off on a tangent.
No, that's completely fine. I love that shit.
So how we got started with streaming. So we were originally Battlefield streamers, and we were both really good at the game, and it was really bad. So we were playing one day, and we were also watching this group of guys called GYMFGaming.
Yep. Don't know if you heard of them.
Don't know if they're really popular on YouTube, and they also they stream now. And they were streaming, and I told Sherlock, I was like, we already play video games. Why not just stream and see what happens?
And the funny thing was, we were thinking about starting off on YouTube, like most people do. Most people generally start off on YouTube.
Exactly.
Because most people know about YouTube, not Twitch.
Right.
So we were going to start off on YouTube, make YouTube videos, and then we were like, hey, these guys do streams, and they're crazy big, and they're pretty cool.
And like, they're dual streamers.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah. So we were like, maybe we'll try our hand at the streaming thing.
And it was going real slow at first, and then we switched over to MLB The Show 15.
It was MLB The Show 15.
This was when 2016 was already out.
Yep.
So
Good
we
Lord.
were,
Yeah.
college money.
Yeah.
So we were playing 15. We switched to 16.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, we were streaming 15, and I think it was Cryax that came into our stream and said, yo, you guys should stream MLB The Show 16. And we were like, huh. Well, this is like one of the first people that's ever actually talked to us in a stream. Maybe we should do it.
Yeah.
And here we are 7 months later, sitting with edging in on 600 followers. Like, why are you y'all watching?
Exactly.
Why are you guys play
watching
MLB The Show?
Two scrubs watch play MLB The Show. Exactly.
I'm keep telling you, man. It's your chemistry.
But that's basically how we started streaming. And then we still plan to do YouTube videos. We have a full script for a YouTube series,
drama
like
series, kind of.
like TV style show on YouTube. Scripts
Ooh,
written out.
you guys heard it first here on Out of Bounds.
Scripts were written.
Yep.
Characters were developed for 2 shows, actually.
2 shows, yeah.
Fully storyboarded. And
Wow.
we haven't done it.
Yeah, so I haven't done it yet.
We haven't done
we
it.
were like, well, it takes time to edit the videos.
And streaming's going good.
And we're like, and streaming took off, so we really can't stop streaming to try this out.
Right. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So
I mean, if you find the time, then do it. But you guys heard it here first on Out of Bounds. What may be coming soon to Gotcha Motherfucking Gaming YouTube.
Possibly.
Exactly.
We have 3 videos up, one of which is all right, and the other 2 you should watch and then bleach your eyes.
Exactly.
No, I'm good. I'll go out to a cornfield, hit myself with a cornstalk.
Twice.
Do
Twice.
it. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
But it's not much of a walk, so I gotta drive.
The thing was for us is that we contemplated just putting out YouTube videos just to put them out.
Right.
Yeah.
And we determined we're both perfectionists, both of us.
Right.
Yeah. And
to a fault.
And that's another reason why Twitch is good for us, is because it's live. It's like we can't edit it. We can't go back and say, shit, I didn't like how I said that, or how I sound, or this. And I'm a huge person, and this is another backstory, but we used to have a band, and I was the singer, and we couldn't get a video out because I hated the way I sounded.
Yeah, no.
So with Twitch, it's like you go with it, and you just live. Live with what it is.
He would purposely destroy good recordings because he messed up on one lyric in the final 30 seconds of the recorded song. We could have cut his lyric and had him re-sing it, but no.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm bad.
Yeah,
I'm bad.
Yeah,
I'm
you
bad.
are. What the hell? But no, I feel your pain. I'm the same way. Like, I feel that I'm a little more. I don't know. I feel like I'm a little more cringy when I'm doing videos than when I'm live.
When we actually sit down and script out something, it comes out really good because we're perfectionists.
Right.
But the problem is, like I said, we don't just want to throw out YouTube videos just to throw out YouTube videos. We contemplated doing that just to get content out there.
Right.
But we decided, you know what? That's not us. That,
Exactly.
some people can pump out good content all the time and it works for them.
Exactly.
But we don't want to put out good content. We want to put out great content.
Makes sense. No, yeah.
So we want to really focus on it. And eventually, our Twitch community is getting to the point now where we're shooting through the roof, but we're also stabilizing in terms of our own ability to stream. We're kind of understanding the ropes, when we stream, when we can't stream, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So now's the time when we can start exploring YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And contemplate
Exactly.
doing that.
Right. Makes sense.
Exactly. Like we got Twitch. We're off the ground with Twitch, so it's like, who knows? Maybe we can experiment now with YouTube.
Okay.
But yeah, that's.
Oh, that makes sense. That's a really quite interesting story.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you where you can find his.
No. Nope.
Is what? Oh no.
Yeah, you don't want to find those.
I'll look.
You won't find them.
I know. I probably won't find them. But if somebody will find them, and then we'll leak them on stream.
Oh boy.
You would ban them.
Delete them now.
Right. Exactly.
Go delete those.
I can't delete one of them.
Why can't you delete one of them?
Because one of them's not our recording.
What?
Oh shoot! I forgot.
What kind of?
No.
I gotta ask. What kind of band was this?
Cover band to start.
Yeah.
All of us are still musical. I still play guitar and I dabble in drums.
Right.
Brick also plays guitar. We have two other friends. One of them is a classically trained pianist.
Right.
And so he's actually really good. Like he would play for parties and they'd pay him ridiculous amounts of money to do it.
Right.
And our other friend plays bass at a pretty high level.
Yeah.
So we have all the makings of a band. It's just that every time we get together now to actually try to get music, the 6-pack comes out and it's like,
and we start showing instead of playing music.
It doesn't work.
Right. Makes sense.
You can't make a band with your with your friends.
Well, yeah. Okay, cover bands or cover songs, anything, or like just cover just one specific genre.
We started off with anything. So Sherlock is a very John Mayer type singer, and so
okay.
Well,
Yikes.
I love John Mayer.
But where your vocal range fits is kind of in more ballad style of singing rather than
like screamer
kind of metal stuff. Or like
exactly.
Yeah. So we kind of worked with that. We still both, like I said, I still play and he still sings and plays guitar some. And so we haven't completely left the music world.
We just don't make YouTube videos.
And I'm actually looking right now at my 12-string, which has been sitting here unstrung for a while, that I need to get on that and restring.
Right. Makes sense.
Who knows? Maybe you'll see an intro song written by us on our streams. I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe you could write an intro song for Out of Bounds.
It's an option.
Yeah, man, that's definitely an option.
Maybe you'll see an intro song written by us on our streams.
Right. But who knows, man? Okay, let's just move. Are there any other games you guys stream besides MLB? Like, are you planning on streaming any other games? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Which games? We're not sure.
We were gonna stream NHL tonight, but somebody just jumped on MLB without clicking the NHL beta, and
I did that for a reason. I explained that.
What reason?
I want to play the beta first, just us playing the beta, so we learn it.
Okay.
But yeah, so we do play NHL.
Yeah.
Battlefield we stream a little bit. Not a lot. Here's the problem.
And we also stream GTA occasionally.
Right.
GTA, yeah. From a business standpoint, which is a weird thing to say about Twitch, but you still have to.
Right.
There are certain games that when you're smaller, it's not necessarily worth streaming because one, it takes an incredible amount of focus.
Right.
And two, the audience isn't necessarily there. And we don't like talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
And so we're picky with that. Now that sounds really like bad in a way, like, oh, we're not going to play this because it doesn't get us viewers. That's not the case. It's more like we don't want to play something where we can't talk to the chat, we can't pay attention to our viewers, and we can't, give full attention to the stream that we're doing.
Exactly, because the game comes second to us. I'd rather focus on the stream quality, like with being able to engage the viewers, because and this is kind of what we say is like, you're not here really to watch our gameplay. You're here to listen to us bicker and argue, and we have decent, I guess, discussions.
Our unofficial motto that I like to say a lot, and you say it sometimes too, is subpar gameplay, above average conversation.
Exactly.
And that's what we kind of go for, is like, we know we're not going to make World Series. It's not going to happen. We might make it once, and that's because like 6 people quit.
Right.
But what we will do is we're going to play viewers. We're going to play games we enjoy. We're going to have fun doing it. We're going to get mad at the game. We're going to share that madness with y'all. And then we're going to critique the game from a level of actual playing.
Right.
Rather than just like,
saying this game sucks, fuck it.
I mean, we still do that.
Which we still do occasionally. But besides
right.
the point.
No, yeah. Makes sense.
So it's kind of trying to find those games where the game can take the back seat.
Which is important to us.
Right. And well, a lot of people like we're all of us are always critical of the game, but why do you think we always come back?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's true. It's well, first off, it's the only one.
Well, I know that, but
just for starters. But I mean, it's because I think it's beyond the quality of the game. It's because I think we play it because we have a community that we can go to enjoy talking to them and enjoy streaming with them. Right. While we play the game, and no matter how much the game frustrates us,
you'll still enjoy it.
Yeah. Exactly. Everybody that watches our stream and that we talk to in the streaming community makes it worth it.
Now we did get to a point where we publicly backed out from MLB the Show.
No, I remember that.
And we got some criticism from people in the MLB community, other streamers, and we also got support for it.
Probably that was same people that are always trying to start shit.
But it was like this was in May.
Yeah.
I think early May.
Yeah,
the game had gotten to the point where it wasn't good enough for us to put on your screen.
Right.
And we're not going to put something on your screen that we wouldn't put on our screen.
Exactly.
And so, yes, we took a hit on followers. We took a hit on the amount of times we streamed. We took a hit on wanting to stream.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it was, we're not going to turn this game on and just be absolutely, frustrated every time something happens. And the worst part about it was we quit MLB The Show while playing a very good viewer of ours who's in the chat right now. We were playing MLB Fan.
Yeah.
And the game broke while we were playing MLB Fan.
Yep.
To the point where we both, us and MLB Fan, were like, fuck this.
Yep, we're done.
We can't.
I really don't blame you. You got to be able to take a break for a little while because, like, if anything, like, I don't understand how some of these streamers are able to play the same game all the time. You got to be able to get variety, otherwise your head's going to explode.
That's why we mix it up with GTA, because GTA allows us to have an open Discord. People can come and play with us. We fool around. We have fun. We blow stuff up. We drive crazily. We talk topics.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't been able to come in and play GTA with you guys. I need to.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
we have a lot of people in our community who like to play GTA with us, and it's just one of those times. Like I said, open Discord. You got to have fun with it, and it was like, you know what? This is something that's not MLB The Show that we can go to that people still enjoy watching and we enjoy playing.
Right.
Exactly.
So why not play it?
Right. No, during the stretch of we could call it a lame duck period of where MLB 16 and then MLB 17 was just about to come out, and we all just wanted to stop playing MLB 16 for a while until 17 comes out, and we're all like, shit, let's all go buy GTA. It's on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what quite a few of us did. Some of the big guys did.
I don't blame y'all.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I mean, we haven't played it since, but shit, it was fun.
Yeah, let me tell you, great stress relief.
Yeah. It's fun.
I know, it definitely is. And then playing races with your viewers are very fun.
Definitely. And it's also nice too, like when you have multiple people wanting to play with you. MLB The Show, you can only play against one person at a time.
And see, that's the thing. This actually delves into this good topic. People ask, why is our rating so low? Simple reason. We don't play ranked seasons.
Exactly.
Ever.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to play it once in a while, but like
for us, our big thing is, I'm sure you've seen this.
Oh yeah.
We like to play viewers because it directly engages the people we enjoy being with. We enjoy streaming to these people. They're all awesome people.
Right.
And so by playing head-to-heads and viewer games, it's something fun. And you know what? If we lose every game, it's still fun at the end of the day.
Right.
If we win every game, it's still fun. And I can't really get frustrated at the game when I'm playing head-to-heads.
Exactly.
I can't do it because it's like I'm playing my friend. I'm not like, it's not I'm not
literally
losing
just
anything.
a friendly, exactly.
Yeah,
You don't lose that opportunity to get that 99 card in your BR run.
No, yeah.
So I mean, it really hits home that it's just for fun.
Yeah, and that's what I choose to do once in a while, but I need to do it more often when I'm playing viewers. Those are always definitely fun. What are your do you have any big plans for the future of your stream, or are you just gonna keep doing what you're doing?
We can't talk about that.
Can't talk. Oh, you can't talk about that. Oh,
I'm actually.
Part of it's being serious.
Part of it's being serious.
Part of it.
It's fine. I was just kidding.
Part of us is being serious. Is like we can't talk about some things that are going on right now.
Yeah.
We hope to be able to talk about them soon.
Yep.
But there's some big things happening that we cannot discuss.
Exactly.
Not even with me, guys. I am their closest friend.
We are in multiple Discords, and people have asked us in multiple Discords because they've seen things.
Yep.
We can't say anything.
Nope. It's sealed.
It's under wraps. But as for other things that we can talk about.
Exactly.
Oh man.
We're gonna stick mainly with MLB. We're gonna work in GTA. We're gonna start working in NHL.
And if there's new games that come out that we think we'd really enjoy, we're going to throw them in there too.
Probably Red Dead when that comes out.
Yeah. And we're also...
I can't wait for that.
We're also hoping to eventually get a PC worthy of gaming and streaming at the same time.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can mix in some PC games as well.
Golf with friends.
That's exact.
I could probably get Golf with friends to work, but I don't know.
Oh, those times in Discord with Cannibal and them are always fun to play golf with friends.
But still, we're still working. We're still trying to identify what we want to be as streamers.
Right.
Because we've really only been seriously streaming for what we working out to 4.5 months.
Yeah,
right.
With all the breaks that we had to take because of baseball and stuff.
And school and work and adulting.
Exactly. It hasn't been a long time.
Plus the break we took for MLB when we only streamed once a week for 2 weeks.
Like a month.
A month and a half.
We stream 4 times in a month. Exactly.
Right.
So we're still trying to pick our identity, what we want to do. One thing we can talk about this, is we're working on bringing out a podcast.
You did tell me about that.
The reason we want to do our own personal podcast is because a lot of our discussions we have are in almost like podcast form.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
Well, that's the thing. The thing is when there's 2 of us, it creates a dynamic where you can have pretty decent conversation.
Right.
And so we're like, hey, we should do a podcast.
That will be happening. That will not be happening on Twitch though.
No. It's completely understandable.
Yeah. It's going to be going through SoundCloud, Podbean, most likely Stitcher,
iTunes.
And also through YouTube.
No iTunes?
Possibly iTunes. I haven't decided.
Just make sure you don't put anything copyright because they're a pain in the ass.
Exactly.
SoundCloud doesn't give a shit. But yeah, iTunes, it's a pain in the ass. We had a problem with that when we were on audio only with Out of Bounds for those 26 episodes.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. It's not iTunes, it's all money.
Right.
So But yeah, we're working on a podcast, but that we're still in the development stages of that. We're still brainstorming ideas because it's not going to be an interview podcast. There will be podcasts that have interviews.
Yeah.
But the main point of the podcast isn't going to be an interview podcast.
Right. No, it's going to bring topics that you guys can talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah. But basically I don't know if you're familiar with the Joe Rogan show.
No, I am.
It's going to be that kind of style. It's going to be a discussion style podcast. And we're really excited about it. We're really excited to start working on it.
Right.
But we're still waiting for that for us to have time to do it, because a 1 hour podcast for us is 2-3 hours of recording, another hour or so of editing, another hour to listen to it to make sure it's good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then all final cuts and then set up.
Right. And that's the biggest pain.
Yes.
Yeah, MLB Fan 99 said SoundCloud might go down since they only have money to go for a month left. Actually, if you didn't hear about this, Chance the Rapper is going to keep it alive somehow.
Wow. I mean, I think that makes sense. I think I read it. Yeah, I think I read it like a week ago. They have only 50 days worth of like money to really keep it going. But there's no way people are going to let that fail.
Right, yeah. And apparently Chance the Rapper posted on Twitter that he had a call with the CEO and he said it's here to stay. So from the sounds of it, Chance is saying that he's going to help.
Good.
And
That's good to hear.
Chance the Rapper
SoundCloud's a great tool.
Chance is amazing. Oh man. Sheesh. Well, let's get to topics here.
Meat and potatoes.
Potatoes. Topics. Maybe potatoes. I don't know.
Corn.
Corn. Yeah, a lot of corn. I'll no, but topics here. We were actually discussing this in Discord last weekend. About esports in MLB and how is MLB an esport making it into an esport? How is that going to work? Like, and we had this discussion about this, like, and a lot of people have too. And you're gonna have, in my opinion, you're gonna have to bring in a whole new play style as competitive, like Madden did. Madden, they have the simulation play style, now they have the new competitive play style. So, in my opinion, they're gonna have to bring in a competitive style. But that's just me. Like, I feel that your skill is going to have to translate into how you play in MLB.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, it's not going to work. Because if you are in an esport and you are still on a simulation, that's not going to work. Period.
Here's how you... Well, okay. We've had this discussion by ourselves, too. Here's the problem with MLB The Show in terms of being in esports. There's too much decided by the computer and by their algorithms in MLB The Show to make it an esport right now. Look at every other esport game.
Right.
Every other major one. Call of Duty, League of Legends, Overwatch. While there are, obviously there are, CPU aspects to it. You have hitboxes, you have different attributes, all those that are decided by the computer. The bulk of it is still player skill.
Right.
And that, I think, also has to do with the type of game that baseball is in and of itself.
Right. It's a very anything can happen game.
Exactly. Yeah. Like look at, and I'll just give an example of how volatile the sport is. You look at DJ LeMahieu. DJ LeMahieu, I'm pretty sure, led the league in batting average last year, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it was Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy led it last year? Okay.
It was in between. I can't remember who.
Regardless, DJ LeMahieu had a pretty high batting average last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
This year, he's barely batting like 270, I think.
Right.
Even playing in cores.
Right.
So it's like, even when you have good players, they can do really bad. That's just baseball.
Right, definitely.
So it's I understand, how do you program that? How do you program so that even with the somewhat randomness of baseball, how do you make sure that the best players still win?
Here's what you do. There's no live series. There's no inside edge if you're going competitive.
Oh, definitely. Period. You got to get rid of it.
There is no inside edge. There are not players going up and down. There's no fluctuation. What those players are, that the day one of the tournament is what those players will be on day 15 of the tournament.
Now I got to ask you, is there historic players?
I think no.
Because they do have that in Madden. And I'm sitting here trying to wrap my head around how they were able to make a competitive mode. That's like completely different. But
I mean, if you do something along the lines of how they have Battle Royale, where everybody has to pick a team that pretty much comes out to almost the exact same ranking, and it's for the most part what cards you get are random, then I mean you have to I think you can get away with using legends.
No, yeah, I think you definitely get away.
Here's what I say. I completely disagree with having random players. You have a static amount of players that could possibly come up. Right? You have a BR draft. Okay? But when you pick those players in each tier, you have to make sure each of those players is relatively balanced. Because then what do people draft on? People will draft on, well, who are they good with? Not is the card good or not.
Right. And I mean, what they could do is I mean, you guys are familiar with Madden. Have you ever heard of the salary cap mode?
No. Educate us.
Basically, the players, you set a lineup under a certain salary cap. Each player, it's like fantasy.
It's like FanDuel. Okay, so
it's like a FanDuel kind of thing. That kind of works, but in MUT, it depends on if you have the player. In my opinion, this BR drafts bring out strategies. They
do.
Bring out the strategy and the best out of anybody. Like
here's the thing, they can't be 3-inning games.
No, they can't.
They can't be 3-inning games.
Yeah,
it's baseball. Baseball's 9 innings for a reason. Baseball's 9 innings for a reason. And people say, "Oh, well, that'll make it too hard." I'm gonna tell people this very bluntly. Baseball's fucking hard.
Yeah, baseball's hard, and it's an esport.
Get over it.
Like esports aren't a joke.
Like per
se.
Baseball is a hard sport to play.
It is.
It becomes harder when you make it virtual. So, like, that's why I don't like it when people complain.
Like it's complete. Like to me, like no matter if the hitting is so bad, which in my opinion, like the inside pitches are a bit OP, but it's okay. But it is completely unbelievable to me how they were able to do the ball physics this year. It is incredible.
And like I said, at the end of the day,
right?
Baseball is hard. It's hard. So, like, and the thing I see with this community, not to rag on this community a lot, because it gets ragged on all the time.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
You can't have both perfect games all the time and home run derby in every game.
Exactly.
You can't do it. You can't both throw a no-hitter and score 15 runs in one game.
Yes.
You can't have that engine.
Right.
That doesn't exist.
It just doesn't exist. It really doesn't.
And that's what I don't want people like, oh, the pitching's too hard. Oh, the hitting's too easy, or vice versa.
Right.
Guess what?
I
don't care.
It's hard enough. Like it's hard in general to do it in real life. Like let alone it's hard enough to make it virtual.
And then once you make it virtual, you're talking about input lag. You're talking about controller lag. You're talking about server lag. You add all these other attributes into it. Plus, on top of that, you add in certain computer attributes that they add into the game to make the game bearable to play.
Right.
Let's be honest. There are very few MLB The Show players who could hit a 98-mile-an-hour fastball if that ball came in at real speed.
Oh, exactly.
There would be very few people who could do that.
Exactly.
And that would mainly be because they swung and they got lucky.
Yeah, like you practically would have to with the input lag, you'd have to hit that X button or go up with your right stick just as the ball's being released.
And the time it takes you to move that right stick, you're already past when you need to swing.
Right. That sounds like the old MLB 14 servers or the old MLB 2008 servers.
But that's
when I'm playing on the PlayStation.
That's the thing people don't. And add in breaking balls.
Yeah.
Do you think you can hit a slider in at real speed?
No.
Especially after just seeing a fastball come in?
Yeah, 97.
Do you really think you could hit a two-seam tailing away from you or tailing in on your hands? Like
it's tough.
Right. See-Through brings up this point actually. If they did esport baseball, they would need to do real team versus real team.
I also kind of disagree with that.
I do too.
Because here's the thing.
I think that similar to how you were talking about how Madden does the salary cap, I think that's great as long as everybody has the ability to use the exact same rosters.
Why not use franchise?
Like if it could be essentially like a fantasy draft. You have every single player in the game available to you, and they're for a certain price, and you can pick in your own team.
Franchise.
That way.
Right.
Why not just do franchise? Why not just do franchise? No, I'm just saying, why not just do franchise?
That would work. It'd definitely work. And
why not just do a season of franchise?
Well, because somebody's going to get because once you get past like the 20th pick of the draft, you're getting shitty players. Even if they snake it.
Right.
Yeah, but there's ways that they could set up auto drafts, and there's ways that they could set up, standard. You start with random X players from certain brackets.
Right, makes sense.
Yeah, but I think you have to have it. You have to have the ability to have the same players play each other.
Right.
Like I think if I want Mike Trout and you want Mike Trout, that should be fine. You can both use Mike Trout. I don't think that because I got the first pick, I took Mike Trout doesn't mean you can't. It means you can't use.
Personally, I think BR is fine. You're able to use the way BR is. I think it'd be fine. But like
I said, it has to be 9 innings.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
You know what? And if you want to do 6 innings for the first 5 rounds, fine. But from the semifinals on, you're playing 9 innings.
Yep.
That's just how it should be.
Right.
And here's what else they should do. Here's how you make this even more realistic.
Right.
You can see lefty versus righty matchups.
Oh my god! Why can't you see the damn bench?
Because here's the thing. One, before your game in real life, you know if they're pitching a righty or a lefty.
Yeah. I don't.
They had that last year. Why did they get rid of that?
It's because of people backing out.
I don't care.
Yeah, and they
balance your team better.
Yeah, and
balance your team.
Right.
The Dodgers can't back out from a game with the Mets because they don't like the pitching matchup.
Exactly.
They can't be like, I'm gonna back out. This doesn't count. We're gonna redraft. Doesn't work.
And
you play the damn game.
They could have easily done something different, but they just went down the other road. And then the moment people started complaining, they said, "Nope, we're not switching it."
and so 1, see righty lefty matchups. 2, be able to see their bench, because once again in real life you can see the other team's bench. You know who they're not playing. You have their rosters.
Right.
Exactly.
And 3, do it like you would in franchise. Let them choose their pitchers and have per game and have the pitcher's energy drain accordingly.
Yeah,
I agree.
So if they want to pitch Clayton Kershaw in game 1, say you have a 16 seed versus a 1 seed, and they want to pitch Clayton Kershaw in game 1 to give them an advantage.
Right.
Let them do it.
That's their risk.
Exactly.
Clayton Kershaw's then not available for 5 games. Or 4 games, however you want to make it.
Exactly.
He pitched. He can't come back.
Right. My question is, if they did it with BR style, should they do it with the same team each time, or should they redraft?
No.
I think the team you have is the team you have for the entire tournament.
You have to draft for a tournament, not for 3 games.
No, I believe it.
Draft for a tournament. Always draft for a tournament. Because once again, the Dodgers can't, or the Mets can't be like, oh, we don't want to play each other. Let's redraft and try again.
Exactly.
Right. That's not real baseball.
The Cubs can't go to the Indians and be like, no, we don't like this. We don't like this matchup. That's
yeah, exactly.
Right.
We don't want to face Andrew Miller. Our team's not built for that. Let's get out of here.
Right.
They play. They play ball.
Yeah.
Guess what? They still sometimes win.
Right.
Exactly.
Against bad matchups.
Right. These managers are freaking wizards with making these lineups. I mean, you see what Joe Madden does every day.
Joe Madden's incredible.
And what would be interesting about this is you would see who understands MLB The Show and who understands baseball.
Right.
Because the two are different.
Right.
You need, in order for that esport to work, you would need to understand both baseball and MLB The Show.
Yep.
I agree.
And you see that too, especially, regardless of how broken base running is, you see the guys that know baseball are the guys that know when to take the extra base and when to hold back.
And guys who know baseball, when you see, not to toot our own horn, but what we do, if you get caught in a pickle with us, we're just going to run at you.
Yeah.
We're just going to run at you every single time.
Right.
We're not going to let you try to make us throw, because they do that all the time.
Well, yeah, if you're just going to try and exploit the throwing and tagging mechanisms in the game, especially, it's not.
We're just going to run at you. We'd rather you get that base back
go back to
than you advance.
And you score a
run. Right. Oh,
and 9 times out of 10, we get the out.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Which is the funny thing.
Right. I completely agree. And, it turns out, I don't know if you guys ever noticed it, but, at the beginning of the year, a lot of us noticed it, but when you go into the titles or whatever, the hell are they called?
Main screen,
launch menu.
No, with your universal profile, you can change your titles things.
Okay.
There is a title for ESL.
Really?
Yes, you didn't see that?
I mean, I wasn't looking for it, so
No.
Yeah.
I personally, I wasn't looking for it. I was just going through it because it was the beginning of the year. It was the beginning of MLB season.
MLB
And
The Show 17 cannot become an esport.
from the sounds of it, it's gonna be.
And note what I said. MLB 17 cannot be an esport.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like they need to take a year away and then think about and fix everything else first.
Here's what they need to do. MLB The Show needs to host open tournaments. A beta,
right,
per se.
Right.
Yeah.
You host open tournaments with MLB 17. You try out different things. What do you give out? You give out tickets to a game. You give out 100,000 stubs. You give out Mike Trout. Something that's pretty inconsequential. Like
right.
It's not,
take challenge of the week and then make it into a tournament.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
winner gets 2 tickets and jerseys. Like, it's nothing like...
Exactly. Nothing that's detrimental that if somebody wins because of this, that somebody's going to really cry about it.
Right, exactly.
And you just host tournament after tournament after tournament.
Until you can tweak your freaking engine so that it's right.
Right, and I completely agree.
And that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. And then when 18 comes out, that's when you can seriously start thinking, all right, how do we make this an esport?
And then make a full dive
Into it.
with the ESL.
Yeah.
Because I'm surprised that their ESL sounds like they're fully on board with it. But
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be?
It's money.
right. No, yeah, it's money. It's definitely money.
Why wouldn't they be on board with it?
Right. I guess I definitely agree. All right. To anybody else out there right now that is watching, if you guys would like to call in and talk to these guys about anything that we've been talking for the last, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes, you guys can call in and talk to us, 646-568-7788, and then type in your meeting ID 204-9983972. You can call in or you can ask questions in the chat right now. I'm queuing you, everybody that's in chat right now. You may ask questions right now, and I will read through them as best as I can, as long as the chat is not moving fast.
Ask away, gentlemen.
Yeah, ask away. Ask anything as long as it's... Okay, ask anything.
Okay.
We'll answer it or we won't answer it. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
I'll go back to the esports thing if I can.
No, go for it.
Nope. Moved on.
Shut up. Mute yourself. MLB The Show is not the right baseball game to become an esport.
Right.
I said it. Because it's Sony only.
Yeah.
Because it's Sony only.
With that, I'm gonna move. Well, I'm not right into it, but that moves into another kind of gets us into another topic about the whole thing. Can MLB still thrive when there's finally going to be competition? If there's ever competition.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah. It's basic business marketing, and I'll let Sherlock give his example. He gave a really good example about Lyft and Uber.
Right.
Oh yeah. So now the funny thing is most people don't know about it, but Lyft was the original company. Lyft was the original drive sharing company. And then Uber came in, and obviously I feel like everybody knows more about Uber than Lyft, but Lyft also started doing better because people were like, oh, Uber, I don't really like this. What's this? Oh, this is Lyft. Like, just like getting your entire thing, like your entire, I guess, industry, and in this case, game, out to more and more people. Even if, like, say, I only know NBA Live, and I'm going to bring this because this is where 2 of these sports from different companies actually occur.
Right.
See, we have NBA Live versus 2K. Now, maybe I've only played NBA Live, but right now I don't really like NBA Live. But there's another basketball game. Maybe I'll try this out, and I'll play 2K. And I have 2K. I really like 2K. Now, I used to play NBA Live. So it's like, it's kind of, and this is kind of the way people are, is like, what's the hot commodity? And what's the best game? So yes, it's gonna be a pain that, hey, they're the only ones out there right now. They have the entire market. But say EA comes with a baseball game,
Right.
People are going to play that because, hey, it's EA. Oh my God. And then they're going to like, man, this game is not really that great. I wonder if there's another one out there. And then they play MLB The Show.
And here's
so it could work that way. And also the thing is too, is the competition will force MLB The Show and Sony and San Diego Studios to make their game better.
And here's what I'm going to say. There's one argument that everybody always says.
Right.
Ball physics. They gave ball physics. They obviously care about the game. They unloaded a whole new engine called ball physics. Stupidest argument in the world. And here's why. How long has the PS4 been out now?
God, I don't know. It's been around for a while now.
Okay. It's been around. 15 was on PS4. 16 was on PS4. 17 was on PS4. Was 14 on PS4 as well?
14 was on PS4 as well.
Okay, so add 14. Okay, that's 4 development cycles. Okay. That's 6 to 7 years of development right there. Okay.
Right.
On top of that, Sony was giving out dev packs for PS4 a year and a half before they released the PS4. So they knew it was already coming. Okay. So the technology for these new engines was already available. It was there. They can't use the excuse we were waiting for the PS4.
Right.
We can now fully enable the new engine. They can't do that. Now, they can make the argument, okay, well, PS3 was still a thing. True. But think of it this way. If there was another game, even not an equal competitor, but just a quality competitor,
right,
yeah, like 2K was.
Okay. Sony is going to push out that ball engine physics sooner.
Yep.
Because it's something that only they have.
Right.
Why would they wait to 17? Why? Where's the business strategy in that?
I truly don't know.
Right.
And it's because they don't have competition.
We would have seen ball physics in late 15, early 16, latest.
Yeah.
The ball physics engine
sooner.
would be 2 to 3 dev years older than it is now.
Do you think we would have seen anything out of Diamond Dynasty? More out of Diamond Dynasty?
Oh, yeah.
You have to.
They would have focused more on it.
Right.
They would have focused more on it.
I mean, it obviously helps that they were able to get somebody like the mind of MLB The Show Tips behind it, but
the point is that you can't use the excuse, we had to wait for the tech to catch up.
Like, no, I agree with that. Like,
you can't use that excuse.
Never.
And so saying, oh well, ball physics this year makes clearly they care about the game. No shit, they care about the game.
Oh,
it makes them money.
Yeah, they definitely care about the game. I mean, they spend so much goddamn time in this game. It's ridiculous.
But why not go further? What's the drive to go further right now?
There isn't because they're not the only baseball game out there, but they're the only good baseball game out there.
Yeah, and I'll flip it to EA too with their NHL series. I mean, I don't know how much you've played NHL Cubs.
Played. Let's put it this way: I played 16. Bought it on sale. Worst decision of my life.
Sure.
That is absolute trash.
So I played NHL since 2009. And I've basically seen the exact same game with slight improvements over the last 7 years.
Wow.
It's because and why? Because NHL doesn't have competition. And EA, I think it was 2000. I think it was NHL 16, not 17. NHL 16, they came out with a whole new, totally real physics engine and real goalie movements and all this crap that really wasn't really much of a change at all.
Right.
But they like, hey, we made the game so much different. And it's the same stuff that SDS is doing with MLB The Show is we're changing so much of the game. But if you really look back and play MLB The Show 16, sure, there's going to be a difference. But did it make the game better? Not so sure.
Yeah, probably not.
So that's the thing. Competition brings the best out in, I think, games.
And I'll extend this point, and we apologize if it's droning on, but
no, it's okay. It's okay. Keep going.
The problem with the sports game universe, I call it the COD problem.
Right.
The COD problem. You put a game out every year.
Right.
Every single year a game comes out. from year to year, your steps are going to be minuscule. You're rarely ever going to see a major engine change from game to game
Right. Correct.
in the course of a year.
Right.
Right?
Right.
If FIFA 17 is as identifiable as FIFA 14, as FIFA 11, as FIFA 12, you can look at both of them and say, that's FIFA. Right off the bat. You know it's FIFA.
Right. I mean, the new engine in their game, they added on the Frostbite engine, and it took them how many goddamn years to do it?
Frostbite's been out since what, 2014?
Before that,
exactly.
Before that, Battlefield 4 ran the Frostbite engine,
and now they're adding it to Madden, and they've already added it to FIFA. Don't get me wrong, it looks fucking gorgeous, but it should have been there a long time ago.
Well, here's my point. Okay. Call of Duty suffered from this basically reskins of the same game for more than a few years.
Yep.
It was
every other year was the same game because they had different.
It was even year to year. It was basically a reskin. It was all jump packs. It was all wall running. No boots
to the ground.
No boots on the ground. It was all alley shooting. Didn't matter who made the game. It was the same thing over and over. It was all future.
Right.
And you saw what happened to their latest release. It went, and there's a reason for that.
Right.
Sports games have to release a game yearly by necessity because sports are yearly. And so what's tough for them is that they can't let a game mature.
Right.
You can't let a game be like Battlefield or GTA or Overwatch or something where or Destiny, where your games are 3, 4, 5 years apart. Yep. So you don't get that extended dev cycle. You don't get that extended adjustment cycle. You don't let the game mature. Right. You have to push out the content for 2015. The minute 2015 comes out, they've already been working on 16. The minute 16 comes out, they've already been working on 17. They're already working on 18.
Exactly. Like you look at GTA. GTA is arguably one of the most played games right now.
Right.
And it's one of the most popular games when you look on YouTube, you look on Twitch. It's one of the most popular games. And that game, like we said, doesn't come out every year.
No, they just bring out they shoot out content constantly.
Exactly.
For free.
Exactly. It's a great game.
Oh, it definitely is. And Rockstar is flat out amazing about that stuff.
For sure.
Their cycle is incredible.
Yep, they have it down to a science, it seems.
So they really do, man. They really do. But all right. Before we keep talking, guys, I need to well, obviously, you guys can still ask questions in the chat right now. I will read off one from MLB fan. Okay, will there be any streams away from games on Twitch, like going to the IRL?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. When that happens, we're working out kinks. We want to bring you guys a live bullpen session. From helmet cam perspective.
Right.
That takes a lot of setup, though.
Right. Yeah.
The thing I couldn't figure out is is there a helmet that could hold a phone or?
Here's what I don't like. This will get real technical, so I'll make it real quick.
No,
I have GoPros.
No, yeah, you've told me about this.
I have GoPros. There's no way to currently marry your GoPro to Twitch without using a whole bunch of cables.
Yep.
We would love to bring mask view of a bullpen session using a GoPro camera so you guys see what I see. And on the flip side, we have two, so Sherlock can have one too.
I'll wear it on my head.
So you guys can see what Sherlock sees.
Right. Makes sense.
And that gives people a whole different perspective on baseball because most people don't get to see baseball at that level.
Right. That would be quite incredible, to be honest.
But we want to do an IRL bullpen session, if not a few of them.
Right.
We also want to get into some IRL baseball how-tos, some real basic stuff.
Yep.
Because we think that'll be really interesting. We're also thinking about doing, obviously, TwitchCon. There'll be some live vlogs from there, most likely.
Yeah, most people already, if they don't know, they're going to TwitchCon. I'll be meeting up with them there, well, hopefully.
It's 90% sure we're going to TwitchCon.
Right. Yeah. It's going to be gonna be a shit fest, man.
Oh, but the best one yet.
But yeah, but as I was saying, IRL streams are coming. As soon as we figure out the technical aspects of them, that will be a thing. And there will be baseball related, there will be non-baseball related, and it could just be just some like, hey, we're taking a road trip.
Mhm.
Let's throw it on and talk.
Exactly.
That would be fun. I mean, I've definitely done those IRL car streams as long as you do it by the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I learned that the hard way because people are telling me like, "Oh, it's against terms of services." Then you look more into terms of services. They apparently changed it. As long as you have your phone on equipment or an apparatus, or someone else is holding it for you, then you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Cooper's got a question. Sherlock, how'd you come up with your name?
How did you come up with
How
the
did I
name?
come up with Sherlock?
I can already imagine how Terps came up with his name.
Oh, mine's easy.
Oh yeah, that's very easy.
I'm a huge fan of the show Sherlock.
That's literally
That's-
it.
That is
pretty much-
literally it.
That's pretty much what it came down to. I was a huge fan of the show Sherlock.
The BBC
and
version.
The BBC version, yeah.
Right.
And I was like, well, why not? So it's kind of that. There's no elaborate backstory to it. It's pretty. It's really that
And then
simple.
that was your PSN.
And then that was my PSN, and then that's what we called each other. I mean, when you look at our names on here, it's what our PSNs are.
Oh, Cooper.
So there's really no elaborate backstory to it.
Is there any elaborate backstory to the whole "Gotcha, motherfucker" gaming name?
Yes and no.
That, I mean, it's a little bit more elaborate, but not really.
So we were playing
Yep. So this goes back to our
Battlefield.
BF4 games. Yeah.
Battlefield days. Like I said, we were way too good at sniping
Right.
to the point where we were routinely going 20+0
Jesus.
We would
sniping.
before they changed the points and the way they worked. We would routinely be the top 200.
And then even when they changed the points, we were still in the top 5.
Yep.
Like it was just that bad.
Yep.
So it got to the point where we would pick games where we would piss people off. So we'd go all the way to the back of the map and we'd sit down and we would pick off people running at 800, 900 plus meters.
Yep.
And it got to the point where we'd take a shot, we'd hit one, and we'd expect to hit every time.
Yep.
And so I think it was you who said it actually.
I think I
You
said it
missed,
first.
you shot a guy and missed, and you said, "God damn it, you motherfucker, stop moving."
Yep.
And the guy just kept moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I hear over the mic Sherlock getting more and more angry about this. Like, you take a shot, God damn it, like, stay.
Exactly.
So he finally pops this guy, headshots him, and I hear, "Gotcha, motherfucker."
Exactly.
And we're like,
And at the time we were like, we need a clan tag. We need a clan tag. We need a 4-letter clan tag.
because
Let's
people
figure
were
it out.
asking us, could they play with us?
Exactly, because apparently we were good enough that people would ask us, hey, can we join your clan? Can we do this? Can we do this? And we were like, we don't have a clan. So we decided from there on out, we're like, hey, we're GYMF. For gotcha,
motherfucker.
Exactly.
Gimp.
Yeah.
Well, that is a pretty elaborate story.
And
More
then
than-
it just stuck with us.
Yep.
It just stuck.
It's stuck.
Well,
It just
yeah.
stuck.
And I like it. It's a really creative name. to
It's
say
really
that.
interesting seeing all other people try to ask us. So, like, JV flat out asked us, "How do you say your name?" Because I've always said it GIMF, but I want to make sure it's not JIMF.
Yep.
And we're like, GIMF, you got it.
You got it.
Quash Tag, same way.
Exactly.
Twins, same thing.
Mill,
Mills Gaming gave
same.
up and just calls us GYMF.
Exactly. I think Twins does too, because the last time we were in there, he said GYMF.
I never said. Yeah, that's what I started saying, or I just say Terps and Sherlock.
Exactly. That's the easiest way to do it. That's probably for the easiest.
But yeah, but once you know it's GIMF, then you just say GIMF. Like it's not, it becomes easy once you know how to say it. It's just learning how to say it.
Exactly.
That like
It sucks that English put GYM as Jim, so GYMF is a thing when.
Yeah.
But
Right.
whatever. Who
Right.
cares about the English language?
Right. Before we get into any other questions, this is going to be a last minute thing for any of you guys. If you haven't already, go to my Twitter, not my personal Twitter, the Out of Bounds Twitter, Out of Bounds _pod, and you will find a tweet that is a giveaway tweet. I am giving away a Out of Bounds logo T-shirt and a $10 PSN card. So make sure you go retweet that. This is a last minute thing. Go out and retweet it now, and I will be picking a winner here in about, let's say, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Ooh.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. And
I still want to know why, if we win, we don't get 2 shirts.
Because I'm broke. Oh,
That's
no,
fair.
I mean, I just got in an accident yesterday. God damn it.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm trying to... What?
If we win, I get it on odd days, and you get it even days.
Fine.
If you
Make sure you watch it first.
So in
Then-
custody.
Okay. Here's the thing. If you guys win it, one of you will get a shirt, and then over time, when I have the money, I will give you. I will buy you the other shirt.
Yes.
Just let me save my damn money for TwitchCon.
Hey, yeah, do what you gotta do, Cubs. Do what you gotta do.
Right.
Or
But,
you can just buy us drinks at TwitchCon, and that'll be fine too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, true. All right, but I will be linking that tweet right now, right on here for you guys. If you haven't already, go and check it out. Cooper, GYMF, greedy motherfucker gaming.
Damn straight.
Damn right, Cooper. How'd you know?
Right. Cooper had a question. I think I know what he meant by this. What do you know the most about each other?
What do you
Well,
mean?
it could also be, what do you hate most about each other? We'll answer both.
Okay, go for it.
Um,
Yeah.
It's real easy. He's a perfectionist. And he likes being right. So put those two things together. And the worst part is we're both the same way.
Yeah, you like. See, the thing is, we both like being right so much,
And having the
that-
last word.
Yeah, the last word's
Explains
the most
why you
important.
tear apart BT so much. Good lord.
So that's the thing. We both like being right.
And
And the thing is too is we're not afraid to do the research to actually prove our points.
like we've
I'm the
legit,
same way.
we've legit gotten in arguments where I've gotten a text from him the next day with like a link to an article and it says, "Read this, you idiot."
Exactly.
Well, it is not, the word's not idiot, but
we're being cleaning it up.
I'll get in an argument with my parents. I'll get in an argument with my girlfriend, and then I'll sit there and I'll grab my phone. And I'll be like, "Shit, I'm gonna look this up, and I'm gonna prove you wrong."
for us I'll say something, I'll be like, "Oh, I read this study on so and so that says that people who do this more often." He'll go, "No, that's bullshit. There's no way that's real." And then we'll argue about it for like 3 hours, and then
Exactly.
I'll find the study
3
on it.
hours. Good lord.
Well, we could argue for forever.
We can argue for forever.
We-
And so, but what happens is that I'll then go and I'll find the article that I read and send it to him, and he'll go, "Oh, that's interesting."
and then I'll be like, "Oh, but this is wrong in it, and this is wrong," or I'll be like, "Okay, fine, fuck you, you're
Yeah.
right." Like it's just like that, and that's something that happens at least once a week,
Right,
oh,
right.
if not like almost once a day.
Right. No, I
and-
believe it.
And on the flip side, the one thing that I like about Sherlock is that we know we gotten to the point with all of our friends that we don't beat around the bush when something needs to change.
Absolutely.
No.
It'll be straight up like, "Sherlock, you gotta stop fucking talking all the time," or like,
Yeah,
or
it's
Terps, you have to stop doing this all the time. Or like,
exactly. And that's the thing you hope to get with every friendship. You want to get to that point with every friendship. You want to be like, "Bro, what you're doing right now is not cool. Don't fucking do that anymore." Or, "Bro,
Right.
you know what? I appreciate you for this." Like, you don't have to worry about the other person's feelings as much, because it's
Mhm.
like, no matter what, I'm still going to come over tomorrow and we're going to be fucking streaming.
we've
MLB The Show.
literally had almost come to blows arguments that ended with us going out to get a beer
and or ice cream.
and or ice cream. Like that's
Yeah.
just where we're at. And it's just because we debate everything, people think we argue all the time, and so we kind of play to that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're really not arguing. It's just how we talk.
Exactly. It's not like,
Right.
it's like a lot of the time it's like, and this is just kind of, I mean, back to what most things have been with our personalities, is it's our friend group, is there's always one person in our friend group that somewhat is the devil's advocate.
Right.
There's always somebody that says, "Oh,
Mhm.
is that so? Well, I'm going to say this instead."
And it creates at least an intelligent discussion about why that person's right, instead of just saying, "Oh yeah, you're right. I know that's true." Because like, what's the fun in that?
Right. No, I agree. I definitely agree. There's always. I think I have that friend.
Maybe you should stream with them.
We might be tomorrow or Saturday, but who knows?
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, but he'll be playing H1Z1 with me. Yeah, I know. Oh gosh. Any questions from these guys? Let me look.
MLB has a good one.
If you were able to start a foundation, what would be the name and what would it help?
That's a really good question.
That is a really good question.
I gotta think for a minute. Get some Jeopardy music queued up.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
I'll hum it. Okay. I like I've never well
that's really profound.
That is a really profound question.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a drink. And then
That's too real for me, man.
That's too real for me. Too real for me. Gosh.
Okay. I'll go with mine. So I'm a big believer in kids having access to like sports and having easy access to learn how to do the things they like to do. And that goes back to a project I had to do where I actually built a baseball field, and Sherlock helped, like from scratch.
Yep.
There was only grass there.
It was shitty grass.
Shitty grass. We measured, we cut, we filled it in with the same clay they use at Yankee Stadium. We built a mound. We put our own clay bricks in. We measured out all the base paths. We sunk the bases in.
Yep.
Everything. Full.
Pristine, beautiful, regulation-sized diamond.
Like it was, and that's something that I would like to continue doing, because it's like the best feeling in the world was when we were going down just to play basketball there, and we saw kids playing on the field before we put the clay down.
Yeah. Like literally the second the dirt was there, the second it started looking like a baseball field, teams were having practice.
And it wasn't just teams. Kids were having pickup games of wiffle ball on that field. Like going out there, bringing their friends, and playing pickup baseball on that field.
Right.
Like, that's just awesome to see that.
Right. That is definitely on. I guess I'd have to.
And so I'd like to keep doing something like that.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be just baseball fields. It can be just give kids, because like
give kids that can't get this kind of stuff. Give that to them.
Like my first baseball experiences was like playing softball after my dad's softball games when I was like 2. Like little things like that. And like, you know, my you want
to hear my first baseball experience ever?
What?
I was a year and a half old and it was Christmas. And I picked up an ornament after watching after watching a playback of the Braves World Series, because my brother was a huge Braves fan. And I picked up an ornament and I threw it into a wall, and it smashed into a million pieces. And that right then and there was when my parents said that, you know what, you're going to be a pitcher when you grow up. and that was my first experience with baseball. And I would slide into pillows and have like sock baseball games. I used to set up my room so that I would bounce one of those stress balls off the wall, hit it with my mini Barry Bonds-esque baseball bat, and if I hit the ball off the wall and it hit something else, it would be a single, double, triple home run. And that was like, I was like probably 4, 5, 6 years old.
I dented my garage door.
Yeah.
Hitting balls into my garage door.
Like that, so many different
We have a brick chimney at my house. And
oh no.
we used to throw the balls at the brick chimney and let them bounce, tennis balls. Let them bounce off and then field them.
Okay.
And then my other friends and I around the neighborhood, we had this game. Keep in mind, we were like 5 at this time.
Right.
We had this game we called Derek Jeter. And it was basically nuke him with a baseball. So, like, we'd have a glove, and you try to throw the ball as high and as far as you could, and the other person would have to catch it. And you'd get bonus points for diving and, like, laying all out for balls and catching them barehanded before they hit the ground.
Right.
And we would play that for hours at our local park, just throwing the ball, catching it, throwing the ball, catching it, throwing the ball, catching it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just little things like that just kept going and going and going. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like, give back to the kids, give them a place to play, let them get their first experience. Like,
Exactly. Like, do all the things that, I mean, as cliche as it sounds, do all the things that we could do as kids.
Right.
Because we grew up lucky.
Yeah.
We grew up lucky. There's a park down the street I can walk to in 2 minutes.
Yep.
We have some of the best Little League facilities in the country.
Yeah.
Right down the road from us. And I'm not exaggerating.
What?
Yeah,
I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah, they have, like...
The district tournaments for the Little League World Series take place there.
Yeah.
Because they spent over $1 million on each of their fields.
Yeah.
Each one of them.
Truth.
Like,
they're legit. They are legit.
And so, like, that's what we do. Like, and so we want people to have same thing with our soccer fields.
Right.
They spent, kid you not, $35 million putting in soccer fields.
What?
Not even kidding.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'm
That's
not even kidding.
That's about as much as we would spend on football or the University of Iowa.
Like
that was for, like,
rec soccer.
Rec soccer.
With lights,
Mhm.
drainage, not even joking.
Jesus Christ.
They spent equal amounts putting up lacrosse fields here. So, like, we had all this available to us, so we grew up lucky.
Oh, yeah. But some people obviously can't.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And so we want to be able to give that same experience to kids.
That aren't as lucky as we were.
Exactly.
Right.
What the name is, no idea what we'd name it. No idea what we'd name
Get Field.
it. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Hey, kids.
We're gonna
Gotcha,
have to-
motherfucker Field.
We're going to have to create a kid-friendly
Name.
acronym for GIMF now.
Oh, good God. Gotcha, mother. I don't know.
Not your mother's friends.
Going yard something something.
Maybe. Something like that.
Going yard makes friends.
Going yard, motherfucker.
Going yard, motherfucker. Okay, guys. I'm not seeing very good questions left, so I think we're gonna call it a night.
Sounds good, man.
It's been a very good podcast, guys. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah. Any final words to everybody? Terps, Sherlock?
Cooper, we will play on a basketball court. You will win. MLB fan, you want to play fungal golf with us any day of the week.
Yep.
Same thing for you, Cubs. Well, if you don't know what fungal golf is, we'll have to teach you.
You'll have to teach me.
Fungal golf is like the best game ever. Like,
Okay.
okay, so this podcast is about to be extended.
It is.
So
Do it.
you start at home plate
Right.
generally,
Right.
and you use a fungo bat, which is a different style of.
It's an extremely long-handled bat with like
A lot of pop.
a really tiny, small, hollow barrel that has a lot of pop in it.
It's meant for fielding drills.
Right.
That's literally what it's for. So
Yeah.
you start at home plate, and you make 9 holes on the field. Like, you pick out 9 spots, and it's more fun to play in a stadium or a really big field that has a lot of spots.
Yeah.
And so you'll be like, all right, hole 1, you have to hit the right foul pole on the fly, pars 3. And then you hit the ball with the fungo bat.
Yep.
Until you hit the foul pole on the fly. And then you go to hole 2, hole 3, hole 4, and you get really creative with holes. So, like, one of my favorite ones I played was at the University of Maryland Stadium. You had to hit it from behind the press box, over the press box, to land in a garbage can in right center field
What the fuck?
on a par 4.
That's ridiculous.
That is-
It was great.
Oh my god.
And god damn it, someone aced it.
What?
Someone hit a hole in one. And I was like,
You quit at that point.
Yeah, I'm
I
done.
think I went 2 over on that one. Like,
I don't blame you.
Right.
I don't blame you.
Right.
those are the kind, like, fungo golf, man, is so much fun.
Well,
And
yeah.
Cooper, we will not talk about hats on our podcast. We already did that on one stream.
All right. Well, it's been a great podcast, guys. I appreciate it. You guys coming by. I appreciate all the viewers coming by, asking any kind of questions we got coming to you guys.
We will not be watching this on YouTube because we hate the sound of our own voices.
So you're not gonna watch it when I put it on YouTube.
We might. We probably will. We
check it
probably
out.
will.
We'll check it out.
Yeah. A lot of people are gonna be listening, but I'm going to pick a random person that retweeted this tweet from the giveaway. So,
Bring out the wheel.
drum roll,
Holy
please.
I feel like we can't win because that would feel rigged.
What the fuck? Ah, boo!
Do we just win?
No.
Oh.
Okay, who
No.
won?
The thing fucked up on me.
Oh.
G,
I was about
fucking
to-
G.
I was about to say if we just that would
We
be
win.
hashtag rigged.
Hashtag rigged. All right.
All
The
right.
drum roll didn't work. So we're
Yeah,
gonna try
drum
again.
roll.
Cooper
didn't
just
work.
gave you a drum roll.
All
Try it again.
right, we got it. Oh, drum roll. One more drum roll, please. Ridgewood Nation.
Hacks.
Hacks.
Rigged.
Hacks.
Rigged.
Ridgewood Nation. I
Rigged.
know. Obviously, I know who you are. You better. I will message you on Twitter, and if you do not claim this within the next few days, I'm going to re-roll it and do it all over again. And you will get your prize on Friday if you claim it by then. But thank you guys. I appreciate you all.
I'm sorry for what I just started in your chat.
I didn't see it. Oh man. But thank you guys.
You're not gonna live this one down. You've been exposed, man.
I've been exposed. What? I've been exposed. How have I been exposed?
Because you didn't want to give us two, so you clearly
was
altered the outcome.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
before you end the podcast, we have to ask you a very important question.
Sure. Is it about the Field of Dreams?
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Did good.
Yes.
We
Well,
should
it
ask
ran
it right
into
off the
some
bat.
few issues, but I did watch it.
Okay, you have slightly redeemed your MLB card,
And I fucking it was a great movie.
but you're still on probation, man.
Half the time my girlfriend was like, "What the fuck? How is this happening?"
That's the correct response.
Yeah, that is definitely the correct response. I mean, it's Iowa. What do you expect?
Exactly.
But appreciate you all. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming to watch Out of Bounds with me, CubsFan004. This will be available on YouTube and also as a VOD on Twitch. But make sure you guys, anybody on YouTube, you'll be able to see this at youtube.com/Packers006. You'll be able to find it on there. It will be uploaded
Really?
here in the next few. Yes.
Really? Hold on, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Well, here's the problem. What happened was back when I was what was it? Back when I first started the YouTube, my name wasn't Cubs fan. It was way long ago. And then when you were able to change the username on there, URL didn't change.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
I want to know. We're flipping the tables on you.
Okay.
Why Pecker?
Packers.
Packers. I said Pecker. I was like, what? No.
Packers.
Like
But
Green
still-
Bay.
Why?
Do you not know I'm a Packers fan?
We do now.
Yeah.
That's not any better.
Oh.
Cheesehead.
Yeah, I'm a cheesehead. Thank you very much. I'm also a cornhead. Yeah.
Corn cheese.
Well, actually, no. I don't wear corn on my head because the Cornhuskers do that. Fuck you, Nebraska.
Maybe you could put cheese on the corn, and then it's all right.
Maybe.
That's a Texas
Okay.
thing.
Let's end this. Let's end this. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. GYMFGaming, Sherlock, and Terps. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you all, everybody in the chat. Thank you all for stopping by. Appreciate you all. This has been Out of Bounds with CubsFan004. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you all. Peace and love and all that bullshit. Later.
I
Woo!
just saluted and they can't see me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and they still hear you.
Good.